I'll do that. So then Auntie Emma started to be friendly with this man called Bill Hall from Buxworth.
We're so mocking, aren't we? It's always Master All.
Master All. Oh, Master All's coming. Master All's coming. And
did he speak like that?
Yeah. Well, we don't know whether he did or not. We don't know whether he did or not. We pretended. But yes, but he had a farm in Buxworth on Barron Clough. And he had this ramshackle thing. But next thing, he had this car, which was a sports car called the Bluebird, which Auntie Emma was taken here, there and everywhere. So it wasn't until Auntie Tettle died that it was realised where the money had gone. It had gone to William Hall. And there's nothing you can do about it, that's it.
She taught, and then it was in retirement that she had this wild friendship and travelled everywhere. And you see, Auntie Bessie met this chap at a bus stop, Paul, and said, yes, you can come and stay with me. They were very wild, the women, very wild.
But you see, Auntie Bessie too married Harry Armstrong. The wrong marriage, really. Because he used to say, when Susan was little, he'd come and he'd say, oh, the poor wee child. I thought, poor wee child, what was he talking about? My daughter. But you see, Auntie Bessie had an education, was cultured, but Harry Armstrong, nothing wrong with him, but not for our family. He wasn't good enough. You know, he wasn't going to do that.
He was
and
Scottish,
then, of course, when Auntie Bessie then starts to have this relationship, when Harry Armstrong died, at the wheel of his car, or it had stopped, but he had a heart attack and died. So then Auntie Bessie, how she got this Polish...
She met him at the bus stop going up north.
Well,
she lived in Workington.
Well, he was, this chap that she was friendly with was a Polish fighter pilot during the war. And he used to call, he was brought up, he said, with Pope John.
Oh, really?
And he always called him the Bloody Pope. He always called him the Bloody Pope, he said.
Hated the Russians.
But he did not like that.
He didn't like what?
Well, he didn't like...
The Pope?
The Pope. You didn't talk about religion to him or anything, or who he was. But it was like, Brown Ricks, well, you won't, but they used to have these comedies, and this man was called Brown Ricks, and they were hilariously funny, with people coming in one room and going out, and somebody else would come in, and it was always like this. Well, I remember that because Auntie Nan couldn't do with this Pole, this was wrong, and nobody must know about him, because it wasn't for her young sister, and so he came one day with this big van, and Harold came in from work, and he passed this van, and it was smelling to high heaven of petrol. So Harold came in and he said, there's a strong smell of petrol outside, says Harold. And in the back of this big van was a motorbike, and all this petrol had gone in this van. So of course Harold was horrified. So this Jan comes in here, and at the same time Auntie Nan comes in here to see Auntie Polly. So they both sit in a room, and I had to move people around. Let's just go in here and do something. Because Auntie Nan would have gone absolutely mad. Because, of course, after the war, she wouldn't have a German, like I told you,
and they associated the Poles with the same.
Anybody with that, no. So
anyone
it was all
foreign, because he'd been on our side, hadn't he? If he was flying a plane.
Yeah. So then, of course, when Auntie Bessie dies, I suppose all the money goes to Jan. I never knew what happened to it.
Well, like I said, she met him at the bus stop, and he was just a godsend. He did all the work, but again, the money, he was going to open this fantastic restaurant up in Workington. But it was wonderful for her. Her husband had died. He'd ferried her here, there and everywhere. She was still teaching. She even taught at a convent. She was completely, you know,
She did nothing. She did nothing. She sat
Practical,
down.
you mean?
Yeah.
After she retired.
She retired. But you see, you'd go into Workington with her, and people would say, "Oh, good morning, Mrs."
Oh, that's where
Armstrong."
she'd worked, was it?
Oh,
In
she was a teacher in.
So where did I have?
You
I
right.
met Auntie Bessie, didn't I?
Yes, you
And
have.
she lived. Didn't she live on the A6 somewhere? No. Where did she live when I?
No,
was?
she didn't. She always lived in Workington while you
Oh,
knew
okay.
her.
Sorry, I'm totally mixed up with
She
Auntie
wa-
Bessie.
and you would probably go to Allenby, because every time anybody went to
Okay.
Workington, you went to Allenby, which was a little seaside resort outside Workington. But no, I mean she had a life of Riley, didn't she?
She was married to Harry Armstrong, who was Greek, and then he died, and then she was on her own for stayed up in Workington working. Then she retired. She met Jan, and she said, "Yes, you can come and be my lodger." So he just did all sorts. It was just wonderful. He